Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what the deal is. The whole crew is getting ready to come in here and do you dirty. If this is your first time tuning in, if it sounds strange, don't be shocked. One of the last bastions where the wild male carnivore roams freely without judgment. We about to slap you upside your dome piece on your way home from Jones Beach. Mansions. It's Wednesday. You already know what it's about. But I will still give you a primer. Mansions, where men build, here's your SAT word, palatial estates using mind power. You know what I dig? Men get up in here and we talk that real. Now, I know a lot of you guys are afraid. How many people you know are afraid to speak the truth? I had to stop the music. How many people you know not only are afraid to speak the truth, but are afraid to speak their truth?
Ayo.
God damn it, Bobby. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning into this channel, it's a brand new channel launched August 28th. The channel is called
Tune in and turn your life up on VOR-RADIO. The Williams is the VOR, voice of reason. On Dash Radio.
Dash Radio, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all know what this is. Voice of Reason Radio, the first, quote unquote, woke, conscious station. What? Yes, I did that. I had to. Because there's so much fucktardery going on in the world of radio. We had to come with this channel. Very positive channel. Fucktardery.
You're now locked into Zoe Williams, VOR-RADIO, on Dash Radio. You're on the dig.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. We got Corey Holcomb coming as well.
Ooh.
We got RizzaIslam coming as well. The Voice of Reason started off as an all-female panel where I would moderate the fuckery
as it came about.
That came from their mouths.
Did you grow weary of that duty?
I grew weary.
Yes.
So in the middle of the 3 shows a week, I will be taking a show from you so the men can correct your folly.
Yes. All of this trouble to not get any vagina.
Wow.
There's no vagina involved in this?
But this isn't to marginalize the voice of reason with the ladies because you have to listen differently to get it. But when you do, they reveal a lot of shit. They just don't reveal it in the way
that makes any goddamn sense.
That men do. We got to give them theirs.
Well, women.
You thought this was your turn?
I thought that was my turn.
No, see,
I thought this was. I mistook this for a conversation.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
This is the setup.
That's what happens to my children. You're mistaking this for a conversation. I'm telling you what's what. Shut up and sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to get crazy. I have an amazing topic. You already know what I do before we even get into the topics. I got to shout out some brands. Can I just show you the room right now? Bobby got on his Mansions hoodie. My man Black Pedro got on his Mansions hoodie. Jeff Brown is late, even though he was given a hoodie. We didn't have a size for Shang.
Yes.
Shang is on the Godzilla side of the game. We got to go to Japan and have his manufactured.
Extra.
Shang said it himself. It wasn't me.
It was me.
Shang said he wears a 96X. The fuck? We didn't have a size for Shang. We up in here. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear me promote it all the goddamn time. Total Package Energy, the greatest energy drink in the world. Zoe fucks with this energy drink for real, my nigga. Every time I do a show, I got to drink a bottle. Look at Geoff. Mansions.
Not much I love you, Zoe Williams. That's how much we all love you. We up in here in hoodies in the fucking air any morning.
Hey, listen, nobody knew that until you said something.
They can't see air.
This nigga could have never been a part of the time. Their whole shit was cool. You like that? You going to write that down?
I'm going to write that down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
you know,
jot that down.
Jotting.
I'm always helping comedians bridge the gap in
Already
their jokes.
jotted. It done been jotted.
We in the hoodies. We represent Mansions. That's Power in One Clothing. We got Power in One Clothing in the building right now. Yep. Atuya, come over here and get on the mic real quick.
What's up, family? It's the Revolution's favorite label, Power in One. We came out west to celebrate the Mansions apparel. We rocked it last week. It rocked out. People are coming through, Zoe, man, getting the purchases already. A couple people got them early.
What?
They got them early. The pre-order is going on right now. So once again, it's PIOclothing.com, man. We've been rocking with Zoe Williams about 8 years now. The cool thing about Zoe, man, a couple weeks ago, you came out to Charlotte, hosted Hidden Colors 5, which was phenomenal.
Bam.
Phenomenal. But at that screening, I told people, I said, man, this brother always promotes black-owned businesses. And us being in business almost 8 years coming up next month, man, it means a lot to us, man. So we appreciate the opportunity. Absolutely, 100%.
Thank you, man.
Sure.
Listen, what's the link? We need everybody to Cash Mob Power in One Clothing.
Now.
You know
Absolutely.
what the Cash Mob is. Everybody go out there, get 37 hoodies for your family. Don't wear no other clothes,
There
just
you go.
hoodies and T-shirts.
There you go. PIOclothing.com, the Revolution's favorite label. Once you go there, you're going to see the Mansions apparel. We even got the ladies' shirts as well.
Yeah,
so get your ladies one as well.
Okay.
Got the hoodies, got the T-shirts. And this is only the beginning. So once again, PIOclothing.com. If the Revolution had a label, it would be our clothes. And we rocking with Zoe Williams now. So it's
Yeah,
on.
the dig is over, man. It's
And
over.
there it is.
Now, I told you about Total Package Energy, my favorite energy drink. I've had 3 of them today.
But who's counting?
I won't be sleeping tonight. That's fine. Fuck it.
Not to the weekend now. You can drink 3 of them. Shit.
TotalPackageEnergy.com. Get there right now. Then also, I'm a low-key foodie. Not really a foodie. Sounds like some bitch shit. This is Mansions.
You know what? I was going to let it slide, but you
Yeah,
said
it did sound low yogurty.
It was a little
Low yogurty.
little custardy.
Yeah, a lot of
It did
pudding.
land softly.
It did a little bit of pudding.
It is.
Little creme brulee.
Yeah, it is
Bit
watching
of
TV.
tapioca.
Yeah.
It is watching
Little tapioca,
TV on
Little
its
tapioca,
stomach.
little rice pudding.
Yeah. It's
boba.
watching TV on its stomach, kicking its feet.
No, that's too far. See,
now
fuck
you took
Geoff.
it. Now,
There's a line.
Did I cross it?
There's a line.
now you took it to the bitch arena.
Now it's right. This
That
is
was-
like the bitch Coliseum now.
Yes.
Right.
I'm performing.
Yeah.
Oh, you not bitches.
Are you not worthy?
Are you not entertained?
But I love food. I love Cuban food. I love Jamaican food. I love food, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Except that spot y'all took me to in North Carolina. That shit was trash. That little soul food spot, what's that shit called? Don't even say the name.
Yeah.
I
But
was in
you
there
know.
like, what the fuck? Flour?
Yeah, you
On
gonna
the okra? Nigga, where your goddamn cornmeal for this fried okra, nigga?
Yeah,
Huh?
you gonna promote them by not saying their name.
Right. God damn it, Bobby. Shit. I blame Bobby for everything. God damn it, Bobby. It's all Bobby's fault.
Bobby was 2,000 miles away. Damn it, Bobby.
God damn it.
But I got a condiment that I fuck with all the time. And not a condom, but a condiment.
Mint.
That motherfucking Beal sauce.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah, it did. Some nigga got fancy and said, I'm going to create 3 different styles.
And they all beast out.
Red Rooster, just Red Rooster all year round, nigga.
Right?
Just cock-a-doodle-doo every time.
Nah, hey, they got 3 different styles. Hot sauce without heat. Schmuckatelli.
What is that?
It's called Schmuckatelli.
It's a nice.
What?
This shit ignorant. Shang.
That's the shit before that.
Hot sauce without heat.
Shang.
Yep.
I got a bottle, nigga. You want a bottle?
I can't have it. I got kidney stone.
Nigga, hot sauce without heat, my nigga?
That's
not sauce,
You
man.
got kidney stones because of what you putting the hot sauce on.
Okay, here comes
Okay,
hot
here you
sauce
go.
in soup.
Hey, listen.
Dr. Foz.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't got shit to do with
Short for Fozzie. Dr. Foz.
It's what you're putting on it. Really?
Yes.
No.
That's what you're putting it on.
Not at all.
It's not like the nigga eating sand sandwiches and the
Yeah.
shit just building up in his body.
Exactly.
I will slap both of your eyes on one side of your head. Did you say a sand sandwich?
A sand sandwich not gonna mean gravel rock.
Drinks on the
cereal.
rocks, for real.
Right. Nigga eating aquarium route. Jeez.
I'm not. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, so again, Beal sauce,
Yeah.
Schmuckatelli, hot sauce without heat, gunny fire. Now that's heat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's
coming.
gonna fuck you
That's
up
coming
now.
with you.
Also sounds like a Jamaican band.
Gunny fire.
Gunny fire, we.
Well, my boy.
Gunny fire, more.
Respect gunny fire.
Then
Respect
they got
fat white women.
Sergeant sauce.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This shit fire now.
I salute that.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, go support those brands. And then don't forget, man, this is a participation-based show. Show your love by hitting the like button, the share button. Everybody in the chat room right now. Hey, Dash Radio listeners, VOR-RADIO listeners, when you hear me say chat room, it's because I'm talking to the YouTube. Why am I talking to YouTube? Because we're broadcasting live to my YouTube channel, which has 53,000 subscribers and over 10.2 million views.
Yeah.
And they can see us up in this mug.
Right up in this.
So every time you hear me talk about the chat room, please understand that's who I'm talking about. It's a caller-driven show. Again, participation-based. The number to dial, 323-230-4610. Also, hit the like button, the share button, the super chat button. We about to be gone on the 30th. People don't understand that. I got to keep it 100.
Yeah.
We about to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks.
On the road again.
All the shows of Dash is about to come to a strict halt. Just a boom. Because they moving.
Skirt.
So now motherfuckers are scurrying around trying to find other places to record their show. It's on the scurry side of the game.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to be honest with you. You know, some of these niggas ain't coming back.
Hey.
It just happens that way.
That's what,
It-
that's just what happens.
Some of them
What is they gonna do? You know, you
Oh,
can't.
shit.
4 to 6 weeks, man, gotta eat. You know what I'm saying?
Killing the livelihood. Fuck it.
Come
We
on,
just
man, gotta eat.
shut it all off. The valve is shut. You know those little those animal shows with the alligators that get stuck.
Wow.
First they go into this area because of the monsoon and they in there fucking around, having sex, eating fish, and hang out too long. And that
ride the
shit
wave back
dry
out.
up around them. That's what the fuck happening right now at Dash. We some alligators in this bitch. And the pond is drying the fuck up.
Polar bears
my
on the ice
God.
chip.
So I'm telling you right now, you better hit that like button, that share button. Shit, we only 10 minutes into the show and we already got 1,000 people watching us live right now.
Oh, shit.
Everybody should drop some bread, hit the super chat button. Everybody should drop a like, it's a fucking thumb. Watch me do it. Boop, and there it is. Okay.
Boom.
The relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship, available in 3 different formats on Amazon.com. Cash mob it now. Critically acclaimed relationship book, available in 3 different formats, Kindle, Audible, and paperback. There you go. I see y'all hitting the super chat. Thank you for those super chats. Keep them coming 2 hours straight.
That's how you do that.
Now, the follow-up to the relationship dismount is in effect. The holographic relationship, available on my website. You want it You want it mailed out tomorrow? Buy it now. I'm going to the post office on my fucking day off. Buy it now. I'll package it up and send it out to you tomorrow. IamZoeWilliams.com. Now, let's get right to the motherfucking topic.
Hold it, the book.
Oh, Lord. Because we got some real motherfuckers in the house right now. We about to see this shit through.
Get it.
Don't be mad, ladies. Ain't nothing about this show neutered. You understand? Now, I don't know what niggas' personal medical records are, but my nuts hang. You understand? They're on the floor right now, ladies, so if you can't take
That's right.
Right.
testosterone dripping smegma,
Yep.
Then
schmegma, you might want to change the channel.
Get circumcised.
Bunch of chrome bumper hitches in there.
Hey, this shit about to go
balls
off.
clacking.
There you go.
Ball clack hour.
Yeah,
Ball
that's right.
clack out.
You the dick?
Clickety clack.
This clickety clack hour, bitches. Tink. 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 All right, here we go. Today's topic. Oh, my God. Whole crew in the building. Jeff Brown, Bobby Glanton-Smith, Shang, Black Pedro. RizzaIslam is on the way. Corey Holcomb on the way. Topic. Why do many women prefer bisexual men? A more in-depth look at the blurred lines of modern-day gender roles.
I don't know if I'm qualified to speak.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
man.
Yes. Do you know it's out there? The pool has been contaminated.
Yes.
A lot of women. Not all. You know our word here. What's our word?
Some banal.
Some banal.
There
We
we
not
go.
speaking in absolutes.
Yep.
Some banal. Some, but not all.
You got to be kidding.
It's a gang of women out there that love mixed cock.
Yeah.
Mixed rooster. You dig me?
Swishy boys.
Yeah. That's like that
Swishy
fish,
boy.
That fish meal where they make the fish and then they
Nah,
cut
it's
the
a
fish
bati,
open.
the bati boy,
Them-
but
them
then
a
you got
bati
the
boy.
swishies.
Them a bati boy.
A swishy swish back and forth.
No man.
Yeah, yeah.
There are a lot of women out there.
They like to swish the dick and the pussy.
There are a lot of women out there that will have sex with Young Thug.
First,
Right.
first, let's get something straight.
Yeah,
There
why?
is no such thing as a bisexual man.
Yeah,
He gay.
He's
You
gay.
gay,
Flat
shit,
out.
you gay.
You are gay. You just get some pussy from time to time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
So listen,
you
here-
suck one dick, you on the peak side of the force forever.
Yeah, period.
The pink
you're
side
bored
of the
when your
force.
man's not
Forever.
That's it. Forever.
You bored when your man's not around, so you fuck with a bitch. I
All right,
guess is what it is.
listen.
But
Oh,
you,
yeah,
but you gay.
something
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that.
Like it's like, but you gay essentially.
Listen, there's a lot of shit out here. You saw that article they wrote about Prince when they talked about his sexuality. They asked the question was Prince sexually fluid? Now, to me, fluid.
Belongs on her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you where we gonna stop.
Wait,
doing.
let me ask the questions, Jeff,
We
and then I'm gonna
stop
throw.
talking
it.
about
Yeah.
Prince. Oh, we gonna knock that.
Stop trying to defend.
I
Shit. Gonna
know.
knock that shit off.
You defend his guitar. Don't defend his pick. You understand?
Hey-o.
Yeah. You like his music, is what you're saying.
Come on in here, Corey.
This
Oh
mother-
shit!
God damn.
This shit about to get
What's
crazy. We setting it up. We in the hot box right now. Everybody hit the like button and the share button. This shit about to go off the rails.
You good? Yeah, what?
Hey, listen, we did this same show with the ladies, and the ladies danced around it.
Of course they did.
Were you too
Danced
much
around
to
the
your
gay
shock? Were you shocked?
It's your man just hoodie pimp. I got you. You know how many hoodies this nigga So the ladies danced around the topic. I said we had to assemble a crew of men that's gonna keep it 100.
Right.
And that's what you have.
Today's topic: why do many women prefer bisexual men over heterosexual men? A more in-depth look at the blurred lines of modern-day gender roles. True or false?
Can't help it.
Women are dating or marrying bisexual men right? At a higher rate than ever before. True or false?
True.
True or false? Women are dating or marrying bisexual men that they used to think were taboo or off limits. Now, because they're experiencing sexual freedoms, those dudes ain't off limits no more.
That's like being so thirsty you drink bong water.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's what that is. That's an incredible.
Let's read it again. True or false? Women are dating or marrying bisexual men more than ever because of the work that the LGBT activities have put in place with regards to defining sexuality. There's a lot of women out there who would fuck Prince.
Oh,
yeah.
Most bitches.
Mike too.
Wow.
When they got his
Mike wouldn't have fucked with them.
It don't matter. They would have fucked Mike. Get your little calico cut dick out, nigga. They jump right on that nigga. Get your little vitiligo dick out, nigga.
Get your two-tone anteater out here.
I'm just asking. Agree or disagree with the sentiment? Socialite Amber Rose, who is bisexual herself, once said she would have a problem dating a bisexual man. She would have a problem dating a bisexual man. I'm interested to know what you guys think of that. True or false? Recent studies show women are increasingly warming up to the idea of dating bisexual men.
Jesus Christ.
They're desperate. They gotta be desperate.
Dude.
They gotta be thirsty.
You drink an aquarium water.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the definition of the thirst.
If you broke, ladies, would you consider marrying a bisexual man who's got bread?
Big bread.
Oh, that's already happening. Yeah, that's
the number to dial, 323-230-4610. We got a full house, man. We about to get active in this motherfucker tonight. Corey, I know you got something to say.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is fags are in power. Bitches are always interested in whoever running shit. Throughout time.
Throughout time.
Right.
Throughout time.
It's a survival tactic.
Right.
If kangaroos was running the earth, bitches would get fucked and jump in the pouch and go to sleep. I'm just keeping it real. Bitches are not the leaders. They the followers. Whoever empowered, that's who they gonna fuck with.
Right. And if they happen to take dick and pussy, they don't care.
Whoever
Dick and pussy is sexual surf and turf.
That's basically it.
Right.
They want the whole platter.
Right.
What women you know on the regular side of the game
Yeah.
got a husband who's outwardly gay? You don't see that. But when you in Hollywood, all these cute hair-free bitches got gay husbands,
fruit booty,
and they know
Right.
it. So it really tell you the power of money. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Bitches do anything for money. I could fuck almost everybody in here, bitch, for money. And I ain't meaning that disrespectfully. But
No disrespect.
if you got the right amount of money, your homeboy bitch is your dish to serve.
Wow.
If you got the right amount of money.
I don't mean no disrespect, but I can bend your wife over your car and fuck in the ass.
Boy George
disrespect.
could doggy style your wife because he had that
Boy
paper
George.
when he was on top. In that bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions on VOR-RADIO. It is unadulterated masculine truth in here today.
So what do that say about bitches, though?
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the question. Black Pedro,
Well, like I said earlier,
Geoff Brown.
that's the thirst. You know what I mean? Like, I think, they, like you said, they attracted to power, and they'll do anything for it. Like, some of these bitches are so bottom feeding. Like, they'll, you know what I mean? Like, one-legged nigga, it don't matter. If he's got the money, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they not attracted to the man.
yeah, but if you a one-legged nigga that fucks niggas, That's even worse.
God damn.
You're saying like the women just don't give a fuck.
Well, let me
Get a half a thrust.
Let me ask
got
Jeff
no
Brown.
leverage.
Let me
3
ask.
handicap placards.
Yeah, and you still
Shit.
Got 1 leg.
Let me ask Jeff Brown.
Yes, sir.
Malik Yoba. Attracted to trans woman. He said
he flat out said it.
He basically said, I'm attracted to all women, including transsexuals.
Okay.
Now,
Which means I fuck niggas.
Yeah.
why didn't he just come out like
I prefer him in dresses, but that's what he's saying.
So why didn't he just come out like a man and say, I like men?
Because when people have a problem hearing the word sandwich, it's like a game of taboo. I am going to need something to eat that has 2 pieces of bread, some cheese, some mustard, but I can't say sandwich because people got a problem with sandwiches. If I come out and say sandwich, you're going to look at New York Undercover different, like we don't already.
Man, soon as he said tran, I went, fuck every movie you ever been in.
Dude.
But how many women have already crossed over the Tigris and Euphrates with him?
Well, you know what? Right?
Because I always look at contamination of the pool.
Right.
Wow.
How about that?
The pool dusty now because there's some fragments.
Every
and some
time
other shit.
he kisses his woman in the mouth, he's kissing Daryl. That's who the fuck he's
No,
kissing.
she's sucking Daryl, actually.
Yeah, she's sucking.
What really I can't wait. I cannot wait for this shit to spread because you know what it's gonna do.
What?
It's gonna fuck up your definition of a real man because they love throwing them 2 words. You ain't no real man. Well, you fucked Ramon and Ramon is fucking Mark. So
It ain't but 138 worth something bitches in the world.
138.
But okay, fuck it, 150. Let's just say it's
At least
150. Bitches worth anything in the world. It's just, it sounds wicked to say that.
Right. But when you do the numbers,
How many stand-up bitches have you ever met?
That is
People
true.
lie for their mama, and I understand that. But she ain't shit.
Right. Oh no, that's the 4 words no young boy
yeah.
wants to deal with.
Yeah, that
Niggas a lie for their mama. I ain't mad at her. But other than that, what a bitch standing on some man? Where's she at? I want to find this bitch.
That's hilarious.
what she stand on. But like right now, you said that trending. It's trending. Like women follow shit that's trending. Now my girl's man fucks dudes, so why not? So it's that type of shit too.
So do we have demographics on this? Like, are these black women doing this shit? Is it the hippie white chicks? Like
white people?
What do you mean?
Who's fucking the bisexual?
Listen.
It's
all bitches that done had more than 4 dicks in them will fuck anything for money, including animals.
Damn, good.
damn. He said, and he did a number.
The 4 dick line.
After 4,
Right.
that's the mark.
That's the number, man.
Listen, right here. Researchers in Australia found that bi men, this is what women's reported, bi men were more open to experimenting in bed than heterosexual men. Whereas straight men were more likely to question their own masculinity if a woman asked them to engage in less than manly shit in the bed, such as anal penetration by women partners.
This for the ladies who want to put a finger in your man butt. That's what they in there for. Is that what they say?
Why are you talking to a bitch while you fucking her?
Why are you looking me in the eyes?
Why are you through and you still in the presence of a bitch? Why do you torture yourself like this? You only gonna get hypnotized to do some sucker shit that you know is some sucker shit, and you gonna be like, why I do that later on when you paying as my homie said, your sinning bill. When you fuck with bitches, it's a bill that come with this.
Yeah.
It's called your sinning bill.
Oh, okay.
Boy, let me tell you something. Boy, it hurt when you paying a sinning bill with a bitch you don't even really fuck with.
You know
that.
what?
You just was listening to the bitch.
With your soul.
You know what? You're right. It's going back down to 143. Because at first I thought maybe 150. We just lost 7.
Yeah, we lost 7 broads
that's
that finger in the ass.
That
shit,
statistic is fucking my head up though. That's crazy.
So let me hit you with this. We got the elder in the building, Bobby Glanton-Smith. And he done seen most shit and forgot most shit that most of us have learned.
Ever.
And I know he has an interesting perspective just based on the evolution of black manhood and watching it.
Right.
From how he was raised and what he saw to what he see now.
Uncle Bobby know who had said.
Bobby, you know who has said?
You know who has
Bobby
said.
fuck with bitches that ain't shit.
Bobby, we did have that conversation though.
I want to get Bobby in here.
Now I see why you didn't tell me what the show was about. Because I came in here and I asked, so I said, man, what's the topic for today? Oh, no, I ain't telling you shit, man.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell me.
And as soon as he started the setup for the show, I will admit to going into shock.
Yeah.
A little bit astonished.
No, straight shock. I'm sitting here going, why did he ask me to come do this show? Knowing that I can't really, I'm still in shock. I will admit that Corey's right. I have been, a victim of circumstance.
Haven't we all?
And this makes no
Yes, we
sense to
definitely
me
are.
whatsoever. So please, audience, understand sometimes when I just sit up here and look dumbfounded like I am now, I really don't know what to say.
No, Bobby, the reason you fuck with bitches that ain't shit is because of what Zoe said. The pool is really that cloudy with dirt.
It's that hard. It's hard.
It's dusty.
Right. It's the pool. You can't even see the bottom of the pool. You might as well put fish in that motherfucker.
Well, they gonna die too, But so you should have told me, man. You really should have. The difference is, and I know I slow down sometimes, and it slows the radio part of this down because people can't really see that. But I'm really trying to process what has just transpired in this conversation. I never thought I'd live long enough
to hear no
have
shit
to
like that.
try to process this much complexity. It's just too much going on. It was cowboys to girls. Keep going. I was familiar with that, and I thought I'd spend the rest of my life fighting dudes over women.
Right.
Then, the gay and lesbian thing kicked in, and I've had women come up to me and say, that's my girl. And I'm like, oh, man, what am I supposed to do? And now you're telling me that there is a new aggregate of folks that not only go both ways, but now it's being accepted. And I can't say nothing right this minute, but what the fuck is going on?
But it started with the lesbian, it started lesbians and gays feeling like they could just expand. That's what I think it is.
Well, this is beyond expansion, man.
Yeah.
This is like, goddamn, man.
It has
Where
to
do we
be.
go from here?
Because I don't give a. I
Here
don't
you
give
go,
a
Zoe.
fuck.
I don't know what it's.
You good, Bobby. That was good.
You know how you can drink and wind up fucking the wrong person. You wake up with an ugly broad. That's why I don't drink. I smoke because you cannot smoke a bitch up fine. If she's ugly, you can be high as fuck, and she's
still ugly. Yeah.
What has happened is that women are creatures of suggestion, and the lean pool of men is what was the first catalyst. Because you can't make. I don't give a fuck what you got. I don't give a fuck what you got on me. You can't make me fuck no dude. You can't convince me. If all the women disappeared tomorrow,
I would just be celibate.
I would be jacking off till you saw the other end of my dick. There would be nobody going, dude. If that's got to be there, that's there.
It's already in you.
That's in you.
What's some hard
I ain't
shit
mean to say that shit, but you know what I mean.
What's some hard shit to say is if the six of us at this table went and picked the best of bitches we know, would they add up to anything if we just research what's on record about them?
Right.
Not even what they done did, because they pussy will never tell the truth of what they did. They pussy got shadows of death leaking out there, motherfucker. But I'm just saying, the best, like everybody in here,
creme a la creme.
let's just bring two women we feel are stand up and research them. Let's see what they add up to. Bitches ain't shit.
Let's do the echo
He
fact.
said the best of bitches.
The best of bitches.
Bring in the best of
We
bitches.
had the worst of times.
It was the best of bitches.
The
It was
pastor's
the
wife.
worst of
Let's
bitches.
get him. Get the one that you feel, Corey. Now this bitch
Right here.
No, this
Let's
one
just
is
research what's on paper about this
this
bitch.
one is
You gonna be
exemplary.
disappointed.
I don't know. But I'm stunned, Zoe. I'm stunned by the amount of research they did and these women that came forward. But I'm surprised by the niggas that came forward. So yes, I'm bisexual, and I still like that.
Listen,
they came forward.
We had a man call in during the female show,
Right.
and he was basically advocating for getting pegged in his ass by his woman.
That's Airy Spirit.
Yeah.
Already then.
Why don't you just get that shit off your chest?
Already then.
Bobby is getting lost because
said,
he
wait a
don't know
minute,
the
whoa,
words.
whoa, whoa.
He's saying a
Hey.
man called in and was advocating for fingers
Hey.
in his butt.
He said, "I got to get out of this room."
He said
now."
it's the life, I guess.
He
said
talked about ancient Asian culture
butt
where
knuckling is what he wanted.
butt knuckle.
Butt knuckling.
Yeah.
My doctor, I'm turned 40. My doctor got me.
I believe Bobby.
get on the mic, Corey.
I believe Bobby when he say he ain't
Hell
never
no.
had a
I'd
finger.
rather get colon cancer.
That's what I was just gonna say. Have you ever been to the doctor?
Man, you ain't never did that.
I did it.
Dude.
And I was in shock. Cause it didn't hurt. I was like, do that mean that I got a gay gene in me? Cause I took it like a
Now,
gene.
nigga, now if you started smiling, then that's different.
Right.
If Corey,
He wasn't in there up to his fist.
Yeah.
He wasn't to his wrist.
if Corey, if you
I was like, is it over?
Is it-
I'm done. I was like, damn, I took it like a G.
but I turned around. I was mad at dude. Don't you ever do that shit to me again. I was mad.
I can't. I don't allow it.
It
I
hurt
would not
when you
allow.
shit, but shit's going out, bro.
Yeah, that's out.
You ain't never
That's
had your shit
different.
pushed in, Holmes?
Hey, Holmes, never, man, never. You ain't never hated. Come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We want to hear from callers who have
God damn.
opinions. Are women, listen, you
Yeah,
guys
Uncle
remember
Bobby.
that article that came out maybe last year, maybe a year or so ago, that basically said, genetically speaking, most women are lesbian, or all women are lesbian. It said all women are lesbian.
They're closer to it.
What I'm trying to point out in this show is a lot of shit about the human condition is coming to the surface as we move into the future. How you supposed to feel if your woman said, somebody you really fuck with, said to you,
Look, nigga.
I had a relationship with a bisexual man before. How do you proceed?
I proceed to go to the closet, start packing my shit, go down in the car, put my shit in, and the last you'll see of me is my tail lights getting smaller.
But what if you really fuck with this one?
Then I'm gonna cry while I'm driving. But I'm gone.
Bobby,
I'm out.
I'm gonna miss you. That's the first shit I'm gonna say.
This is like finding out that it ain't no Santa Claus.
This shit's hitting you
The
hard,
nut,
man.
I'm telling you the truth, man. I remember it's about 20 years ago. I wrote an article for the LA Sentinel here, and it was inspired by Oprah Winfrey show where she had that guy that came out with that down low thing.
Yeah.
And the title of the article was "He Ain't Low Down." Now he ain't down low. He just low down.
Right.
Because that's what that meant to me. You know, you owe it to society, man, to choose. Now, if you want to be gay or whatever, that's clearly your choice. But that bisexual thing put people's lives in jeopardy,
Well,
man. A lot
here's
of
the
people.
Oh, man, fuck
Here's
it.
the problem with that.
Black women became the leading new cases of AIDS
And death.
because of down low.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying. Slow
But
down,
you know
man.
what? Fuck it, Corey. You right. It's 127 now.
Yeah,
We
the
going
numbers
down to
falling.
120.
Numbers fucking
The
plummeting.
numbers are plummeting.
I can't, Uncle Bobby. Here's what I'm thinking as you say that. This new information nullifies the down low, because now the dudes was down low because
They
the
out now.
standard was as females, unless we're lesbian, we ain't really fucking around with this. Now they don't have to go down low. They just fucking, hey, you fuck with dudes that fuck dudes? Well,
But now it's turning into we have to create languaging around acceptance.
Oh, yeah, the cisgender, that shit.
So now what's happening is this kind of talk is, for all intents and purposes, being outlawed.
Yeah.
Even though we live in a land where freedom of speech is supposed to be, whatever. But you can't really talk the way you want to talk. And what's happening is men or masculinity is being attacked and reprogrammed. Right?
No, of course.
You're insensitive. Remember back in the day, clowning and joking and crumbing and bagging and jonesing, that was just part of your childhood. You had to deal with it. You was good at the shit or you wasn't. You got clown, whatever. Now that's being recontextualized as bullying.
Right. You can't say faggot if you say faggot. Yo, check this out. The Chappelle special did his special was trending on the top at first.
Right.
He got so much backlash from the gay community and the LBGQ community that motherfucker's shit is not on the top of the Netflix. It's not even on the bottom. You gotta search for that shit now.
Okay, do you remember?
Yeah, Chappelle just did a special and the motherfucker said some shit that they got mad about.
He told us that was going to happen. He told us that was going to happen. He told us that was going to happen. That was the whole point of the special.
But Chappelle, because it was seen, his name is iconic now. He can sell tickets now. The audience, first of all, was the most brilliant thing they ever did. That audience was the ultimate rainbow of people.
Right.
Black, white,
it was
male, Asian, Hispanic.
Right.
So there is an audience for this type of content.
You mean people that still got
I'm
common
so
sense?
glad he went up there and said faggot like he did, because every time I say faggot around, I'm talking about real niggas. They be so scared nowadays. They be
You're gonna lose your job.
Hey nigga, I done murdered motherfuckers, but I ain't gonna do no shit like that. Dude, I'm like, this is how scared they are, the motherfuckers.
Does anybody remember these dudes? Does anybody remember the dudes that didn't give a fuck what you thought about them? My grandfather, my father, my uncles, they would say what the fuck they had to say, and they didn't give a shit. That's the earmark of manhood. A woman, when she tell you some shit, this is why so many arguments start. It's not enough for you to comply. She needs to change your feelings. You have to feel a certain way about doing this bullshit. When I lay some law down, I love you. I'll take a bullet for you. But I really don't give a fuck how you feel. This is what I said has to happen. This is how it happens. And you know what that is? That. And from that energy, when I say faggot, here's what I'm talking about. If you give your group a black eye, you deserve the pejorative reserved for that fucking group.
But you did. But right now, man, I got canceled from a gig because I do a joke about gay people. You can get hands if you go the wrong way with me. You're going to get hands. And because I said that, your violence towards the gays, you violence. And then all of a sudden they didn't book me. Fuck it, the comic strip. Fuck you, Bart Reed.
Yeah. Wow. That happened.
That happened. No, they said,
it's El Paso. You're not mentioning much.
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's just that you're going to cancel my gig because I said some shit like that. And man, get the fuck out of here. And I still do the bit.
Fuck them, man.
Because the bit kills, end of the day. And the regular people, that's why the people that Chappelle mad against Chappelle and Rotten Tomatoes gave him a 0. Motherfucking 0.
And listen,
you can't. How do you get a 0?
And listen,
I'm telling the truth.
His comedy special, if we being honest, it's quite possibly one of the best comedy specials in the last 25, 30 years.
It's the only one being talked about because everybody else came out with some cake mix bullshit that you can't even sit through.
Right.
I done seen a couple of them specials on Netflix. I be like,
ain't nothing special about it.
What the fuck is this shit?
Bill Burr's was good. And I'd say my man and Chappelle. But I'm saying the backlash he's getting, what you're saying is people are afraid to say shit. And that's what's making people like empower industry, Hollywood, making you go, hey, man, we can't fuck with you now.
It's only Bill Burr and Chappelle.
You're right.
The last two, I'm saying.
I tell you another one. Ida Rodriguez.
Ain't none of that shit, nothing. Ida and the homeboy Flame was the best ones on that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of that shit
suspect
was novice bitches with opportunity. How does this happen? How does Netflix air this foolishness? This is what I'm saying. Wherever bitches have been treated equally, everything goes to hell. The kids, the jobs.
But check it out. I got people that like let flame, even I don't give a fuck he killed or not. People's like, I can't watch this shit. I can't watch this big back bitch.
I used to be like that too. But Shang, I'm gonna tell you the truth. As I have been exposed to faggots, now I'm not even at arms when I'm around them. Like, I could be in the room with, it could be all drag queens in here. I wouldn't even be like, oh shit, let me get the fuck up out of here. That's how I was when I first moved out here.
Right.
When you be around these motherfuckers, you start to accept shit more. And I know that ain't the thing to do. But when you around them motherfuckers, I'm going to tell you something. Run this experiment. Next time you around a drag queen motherfucker, don't act like you uncomfortable. Walk up to that motherfucker and say, what's up, man?
dog? Yeah.
And just watch what happened. You'll find out you in control.
No, the real
That's exactly.
the real nigga and he come out. What's up, dude? How
Hey,
you
man,
doing?
what's up?
I got a quick disclaimer. I was over at Savoy Wednesday night, and I'm telling you right now, when it comes to just pure comedy, this brother right here killed a diverse audience, young and old, rich and poor. The point is, there's comedy, then there's entertainment. When it comes to pure comedy, this brother's at the top of the food.
No,
I
Corey
don't
been
know-
a beast.
dude,
I know
dude.
Corey a long time. Corey been a beast for a long time. I'm saying,
Yeah.
but the kind of shit you do, keep it real, man. If they keep monitoring what we say, they'll shut you down. If they and Chappelle is one of the biggest acts in the world, and if you see him, they take his shit off because you say something about LBGQ and all that other shit. You think they ain't gonna do that to somebody else?
Okay.
They absolutely gonna do that to somebody else.
God damn it. I don't know. Maybe it's the 60th and Damon in me. But I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say.
To who?
Whoever. If I
Let me
ain't
tell you something. It's some faggot ass motherfucking men out here who you ain't finna talk crazy to. So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
when you talk crazy to the drag queens, G,
I don't talk
or
crazy.
whoever. No, I'm
That's-
just saying. You're not gonna say what you want to say to everybody, Geoff. I respect you and I know that you a man, but I'm just saying.
Yes, I
some
will,
of these
Corey.
motherfuckers who fuck niggas
Yes.
is not the punk motherfuckers you
No,
think they are.
that's not what I'm saying.
No, that
That's
ain't
not
no.
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
on
Well, then say
stage.
it.
Let me
You
say,
talking about censorship.
I'm talking about the concept of censorship. When I can respect you as a human being as long as you are a respectful human being. If you want to come out and everybody know, nigga, you Clarence the power forward, but you got pumps on.
You're not
that's
finna
your
talk shit to Sugar Ray Leonard.
No, you're not. No.
Catch them pip-pips. The pip-pips.
They little, but they hurt.
They are. Come on,
But-
motherfucker.
When I first fought Tommy, I knew Tommy was going to come with the right hand, and
I
then
was
I
very,
was
very,
able to slip
very,
the right hand.
very.
I was very confident in the
Very,
ring,
very.
and then I was.
But you
nigga
know what
takes
it
it
is? Let's be real with it. Let's be real with it. The media likes to feminize black men anyway.
Sure.
And so this is another example where black women are like helping white media feminize us.
Hip hop is the
No,
new.
I mean,
hip hop
no,
is the
but-
new farm for
but-
that. Hip hop
yeah,
is the new farm.
Hey,
for that,
listen,
right?
everybody's got to talk
That's what they
one
do.
at a time,
But
please.
you know what I'm telling. When I'm saying it's like, and then black women kind of side with the white industry to do that, and people say, oh, that's not the case. That is the case. If anything, you said this now from 127, fuck it, it's 113. There's 113 stand-up women be like, no, I'm standing with my black man, and I'm standing with his masculinity, and I'm gonna let his masculinity be pure instead of dusty.
So now I'm gonna hit you with this question: if a great many women, remember, some but not all, we have to generalize because we have never been with all the women on the planet Earth, so we can't speak in
Speak
absolute.
for yourself, nigga.
Everybody?
This
Okay, nigga.
Everybody.
You look everybody.
Everywhere you
seance
go in
and
this
ask my
world,
mama.
Hey man, what
they
you trying
hate
to say?
bitches.
Anyway, some but all.
Yeah.
There are a lot of women who say broke niggas don't get pussy.
Shit.
Listen to me. No. We're not saying that broke niggas don't get pussy. We're saying there are
That's
a lot
what
of
they
women
say.
out there who make the stance of if you broke, you don't get pussy. You got to have bread.
From her.
You got to
From
pay
her.
for it. Right. So listen to what I'm saying now. If that's the case for a great number of women, does that open up the opportunity for them to fuck homosexual and bisexual men that have money?
Of course.
Do they become now
The option.
dateable?
Well, they
In
just,
their mind, yeah. I mean, like, that's what the women, like, obviously, they've set this money as their standard, right? Like, so they're not looking at the dude anymore. I mean, this broke, quote unquote, broke nigga could be the hardest working motherfucker on your block. He could be 3 days away from that big break, whatever the fuck it is, right? But you ain't looking at that. You just looking at the cash right now. So, yay, bitch, go get it then from a gay nigga and have the AIDS on the side if you want.
Well, that's
Catch that HIV,
Wow.
swallow all that.
This is. I always say this.
Live Aid.
Black people, and I only
Concert.
I deal in black people specifically. Black people do not worship God; they worship money.
Here we go.
They worship money. The first thing niggas say when somebody fuck up that got some, that nigga got money. That's why the concept of a gay man with paper is open. It's because it's not about the man.
Right.
It's about the paper. I must make it to my God. I must make it to the one who has the freedom coupons. I gotta make it there. And if I gotta
I'm about to run out to traffic right now. No,
dude, I will do it.
Let's go to the Department of Child and Family Services
How about it?
as a field trip next week.
Mansions at the courthouse.
Let's look at all these thought I knew it all loser whores as they fill out paperwork against the scum of the neighborhood.
Right.
They don't even know the motherfucker's real name.
Yeah.
Sometime when they go down there and
Down
fill
there
out the
trying to get
paperwork.
Day in trouble.
Lil Ty got me pregnant.
Right.
That's what they got on the paper.
Lil Ty.
Right, Lil Ty. That ain't even his real name. That's all they know about Lil Ty. That's what I'm saying. It's like this ain't what's getting exposed. There are billions of illiterate bitches out here that the government has to come up with crap laws. If not, we would have a fuck for all. If there wasn't no law against fucking these bum ass bitches because they have no information. They just fuck and point. Him. That's their whole life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions on VOR-RADIO on Dash Radio. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. I promise I'm getting to the phone lines. Please hang in there. My homeboy, RizzaIslam, just joined the conversation. Rizza, I need you to get on the mic real quick. Let me prep you with what we're talking about overall. This is about to be crazy, man. Today's topic, why do many women prefer dating or marrying bisexual men? An in-depth look at the blurred lines of modern gender roles. Now, there are all kind of excuses is coming out. Bisexual men are more empathetic. Bisexual men are better fathers. Yeah, some of this stuff is coming out of this little research.
Yeah.
Bisexual men are more understanding, less misogynistic.
Quicker to use the pen.
Easier to blackmail.
Rizza, I need you to get in here and bring some clarity to the confusion that's happening to your generation in a lot of ways.
This is true.
Millennials, because they got some ideas that older generations be like, what in the fuck? What in the entire fuck is that smell? Rizza, I need you to bring some clarity to us, man.
Bisexual black men are becoming the new Caucasian woman. I'm gonna say that one more time. Bisexual black men are becoming the new Caucasian woman. Nurturing to someone else's child who they don't necessarily like. They don't necessarily get a benefit entirely. They want to be a woman, even though, you know, they don't necessarily come out entirely about it. And I'm specifying because there's a lot of people doing this, and a lot of celebrities that are still in the closet about it. But the bisexual situation is a virus, a mental virus. I'll say it that way, not illness, because that requires a level of bacteria in the head. But they are passing on the same behavior that Caucasian men were originated with, which is why AIDS, before it was called AIDS, it was called GRID, GRID, which stands for Gay-Related Immunodeficiency. White men petitioned the government to change the classification because they did not want anyone to label homosexuality and connect it with AIDS or with a disease. So they fought the government to change it so now everybody can say AIDS, but it's actually something that came from white men having sex with one another called GRID. That's something that everyone should know. Number 2, anyone who is bisexual, if they are intentionally being bisexual and not telling their partner, they are committing murder. Slowly. If you want to go to the cellular level. As a matter of fact, if you do that in California right now, they have now taken the law away. You can have AIDS and pass it along to someone, and it is not considered a felony anymore in California. This is something that is being encouraged because the overall agenda, as I said before on Brother Corey Holcomb show, the overall agenda is depopulation. So anything that they can do to destroy the population as quickly as possible in as many ways as possible, they're going to allow. And that's why this brother, when he said in hip hop, they are now sanctioning or allowing it to happen. Yes, because you are controlling the mentalities of those who are listening to everything that you say, everything that you do. If you got money, as the brother said, or specifically no God, they worship money. God, as Brother Nuri broke down, stands for gold, oil, and drugs. Then you will have a group of people kowtowing, bow down to every damn thing that you say, everything that you do, as long as you have the paper with enough white men or your former slave masters' grandfathers, great grandfathers on it. So everyone is worshiping white people, even as they are practicing homosexuality. You are still worshiping white people and still perpetuating white supremacy.
So whoa. That was heavy.
Layers.
So what happens is, and let me give you an example. When my oldest son went to high school, he had a gang of high schools on him because he was a little basketball player, whatever. And we went to visit the high schools, and I would tell him each high school is its own society and culture.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, and then they got rivals, and that's a different society and culture over there. And I said, your job is to maintain who the fuck you are in the society. Whatever school we wind up sending you to, make sure you're still new. Because that's his name, new. Make sure you still new when the 4 years is up. You in the dig? The same thing could be applied. The same principle could be applied to America. When we start shifting the rules and the rules become fluid, you in the dig? About certain things in life. What do I mean? America is the best at social engineering.
Absolutely.
Right? You got churches now who know what the books say. They know what the books say, right? Damn the book, because that's going to fuck with the bread.
To validate your point, matter of fact, no, let's not just damn the book, let's go ahead and create our own book. Which is why, remember, I told you in 2012, they came up with something called the Queen James Bible, where they removed all of these scriptures saying that homosexuality is an abomination. They removed, I believe, 8 to 10 scriptures. So now the LGBT came out with their own Bible. It's an all-white Bible with a rainbow cross.
What?
Yeah. Hold up. It's the Bible for people who love Skittles. Wow. Text the rainbow, man.
It's on Amazon.
The Fruity Pebble Bible.
You can Google it. You can look at it right now.
There's
Queen.
This is a real
Queen
world.
James version.
And this is happening.
It is a gay mob taking over. It is a gay mob.
But are black men intimidated by this mob?
I don't think we should be intimidated by him at all. I mean, awareness, you know, and just as long as you know the game and what's going on, I don't think you can be intimidated.
Real black men are not intimidated by it.
Right.
It is your duty to be able to find people, especially women, to have around you who worth something. If you don't know how to do that, you ain't worth nothing. Ooh. Especially if you over 40 and you still ain't figured out how to have quality people around you, you the fuck in the way. You one of the fucked up people. You don't need to have, I don't care what they do or what they put out there, whatever rhetoric, Bible, whatever. I know how to find 100 motherfuckers. And if you ain't fucking with 100 motherfuckers, homie, you playing yourself.
So now the question becomes, what is manhood? In this fluid society that keeps rewriting the rules and changing it. Now, listen, in order to grow intellectually, of course, you got to have some flexible beliefs.
Right.
But flexible to what degree? To what extent? Right? What is a man today versus what is a man when Bobby became a man? When Bobby turned 21, what was the definition of a man then, Bobby? And how does it differ from the definition of a man today?
Go ahead.
Say what you mean what you say, and what you do is more reflective of who you are as opposed to all the things that you say. Because right now, everywhere you turn, somebody's got a platform where they speak, in volume. But then when you look at their body of work, the lives that they have physically changed, and the standards that they have upheld. I mean, you were just firm on some stuff. It wasn't no equivocation about it. One day it means this, and the next day it means that.
There was no fluidness.
It's right and wrong. It's either right or it's wrong. And either you stand on that or you don't.
But does that mean you shitting on the millennials? Because a lot of that stuff, and I'm not saying that all younger people, but it seems like the younger audience is the one that's really embracing it more. Because I know the cats my age and the people that are older, they're like, I ain't with that fuckboy shit. You can go on with that shit. And they don't.
I mean, to me, that's manhood is where you know you. And you always gonna do you. Like, it's like what Zoe said. Like, no matter what community you enter, you stay yourself. Corey Holcomb, room full of drag queens, that's still Corey Holcomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't about to change. So, to me, that's manhood. And if the millennials want to dance off into this gray area stuff because that works for them, then I can't stop that. But that ain't gonna affect my manhood. And that's my definition of what manhood is.
I'll say this with regards to the millennial situation. The generation right above ours is in the crosshairs of being stuck between those who actually know what manhood is and those who don't know what manhood is at all. They're right in between, and they are being hit from both ends, specifically in hip hop and music, specifically with not only the Department of Children and Family Services, but with agriculture and food and schooling and education, on television, etc., at their job, you name it. They are being hit all different directions, including the movie theaters. The new movie, It, and I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but It Part 2, within the first 5 minutes of the damn movie, they push the gay agenda right in the movie. So they are manipulating and coming at us in all directions. Specifically in this generation, they are targeting our mentality. So this generation is following those, 1, who have money, 2, who have influence, 3, who have the majority of followers, 4, those who have check marks, 5, those who have the majority of material, including cars, clothes, jewelry, etc., and 6, those women who can twerk as much of a fake plastic enhanced booty as possible. We are stuck on idolizing every damn body other than those who have substance, as his brother was saying. So that is where it is. So those of us who have either the followers, the influence, the money, the material, or the women with beauty have to use their influence to return us back into what manhood or womanhood is for the sisters. They have to take responsibility and accountability. And this is something that I was saying to certain artists. I said, if you continue to push these children in our generation into the wrong direction, you will get blasted all over the goddamn internet, because you cannot bow down, capitulate to the insanity of this system. I don't give a damn how much money they offer you. You will be blasted. And I'm saying this to every artist because you continue to be manipulated, and some of you willingly do this, and you allow yourself to push this agenda that is going to end with our eventual destruction, and we ain't going to allow that to happen.
Corey Holcomb.
So I think if we're looking for a true definition of manhood, I think the best way to determine what manhood is it's 2 parts. Who is around you and what they have to say about you. That's manhood. Because if you are about something, like if you ignorant, I don't even blame you necessarily for everything. But what I'm saying is, once you figure this out for real, that damn, every fuck motherfucker I had around me set me backwards. Once you realize all that pussy that I wanted was really the worst thing for me. It was a desire to head backwards. I might as well walk backwards.
Yeah.
You maybe met 1 or 2 women out of all the women you fucked that was worth fighting for and with.
Right.
Once you get to that mentality and then you start to assemble the people around you, that's when you become a man. Because all the rest of this shit we do, especially while we're young, ain't nothing but wasting time. I wish I knew what I knew when I was 25, what I knew now.
Right.
I would probably be a monster. Them people would have hits. They'll have hits out on me. Yeah. They'll be like, we can't have him out here.
So now let's break it down even further. What's the real definition of word is bond?
Yes, sir.
A man's word is his bond, right? The reason why I asked this question, because a lot of men need context for that understanding, because a lot of men think word is bond means being inflexible. And we have to make the distinction between the two. If the Quran tells you to study, right, from the cradle to the grave, from here to China,
which it does,
then that means you're ever in a process of development and growth. So if you commit to something when you were immature and ignorant, should you not change that commitment? What is the real definition of word is bond? Rizza, Bobby, Corey, Shang, Pedro.
We are taught that your word is your bond and bond is life, and we will give our life before our word shall fail. The original word is bond meant that you did not need nor did you require any physical contracts to establish an agreement. You said what you meant and you meant what you said. And the man or woman or whoever listened to your statement knew, I know that that brother's word is, what was the old saying? As good as gold. Meaning your word is solid. There is no reason to doubt you because your word is that substantive. It's solidified. But nowadays, a lot of times they say word is bond just to acknowledge the communication. Like, oh yeah, word is bond. Like, oh yeah, that's dope. That's cool. Like, we've devalued so many things that had certain meanings to where we don't even know what it is now. So it has to go back to, listen, if you don't mean it, don't say it.
So word is bond is kind of like pulling out a gun. Don't pull that motherfucker out unless you're going to use it.
Yeah, simple as that.
So don't commit to something unless you mean it.
Be honest. It's okay.
Ooh,
it's okay to be honest.
I like that. Bobby, get in there.
Because of human imperfections, I've lived long enough to know that if I make a mistake, the only thing I can do is own that. And even once you own it, that's not the end of it, because then you're in that untrustworthy space and people are allowed to say when you come out of that.
Right.
But if it's in your heart to overcome a mistake, that's when you find out what kind of man you are, because it's uphill. It's uphill. You did what you did. It wasn't right.
Right.
And you don't get to choose when it's fixed. But it will determine how committed you are to making amends for whatever mistakes that you've made.
Corey?
Word is bond means if your deeds were stacked up so that the world could see, it wouldn't be flawed. Motherfuckers, look at what he does. That's why he can say, my word is bond. Because what he does, it's there. Ain't no bullshit to it. That motherfucker, here it is, right here. Motherfuckers who, if they had a deed stacked up and it's a whole bunch of bullshit, your word ain't bond.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I just feel like there's a certain point where there ain't no fluid. Fuck fluid, all of the other stuff, man. My main thing is, like, if you stand, like you said, like there's women that can't stand, there's men that can't stand. You stand on what you say and you do what you feel. The end of the day is you will never be questioned because they knew that from get-go.
That's right.
And I think the problem that I'm going to say, I feel like a lot of young black men and black men in general, sometimes we have a tendency to let all the other forces come in our head and sway us. When you knew in your heart and in your core, that's what the fuck it is. Like if I say sometimes, I'm like, yo, that's what the fuck it is. That's what the fuck it is, and keep it moving. And people are afraid of, oh, you shouldn't say keep it moving. And you still can be fluid when it comes to certain stuff, but some stuff it's like, no, I'm not gonna change up on this one.
That's right.
Like and the bisexual shit, do your thing, but I'm not changing up on that.
Right. So an example of word is bond is how we feel right now about the climate of this society with regards to its stance and definition or redefining of manhood. That's one thing. But then the flip of that is this. Just because they're homosexual, does it mean their word is not their bond? Does it mean they don't stand on their word? Does it mean they're not men?
If you word okay, so real quick, word is bond to me is do motherfuckers believe you when you open your fucking mouth? Are people bonded to the words that you say? Do they believe? Like, is that good as gold? You know what I'm saying? The lack of contract to me is that. You know what I mean? Good old handshake, look in your eye. See you next Tuesday at 3. That nigga gonna be there or he's not.
He gonna be there at 2:59, 2:45.
So if you sat and took vows with the woman, let's say, and you're now bisexual or always were and weren't open about that, no, your word is not your bond. You know what I'm saying? Because you stood up in front, and I'm not even a religious man, but let's say you stood in a chapel, a church, or whatever, in front of an ordained minister,
right?
And told this whole congregation and this whole group, your family and your friends, that till death do us part, this the only one. But really, you got Ricardo on the side.
I'm saying
he said, the nigga in the yellow suit in the back is really what you want.
But what I'm saying is word is bond a man thing, or is it ubiquitous throughout the human condition? Women got to stand on their word, right?
Right, that's what
Bisexual motherfuckers got to stand on their word, right? Homosexual got to stand on their word if they are to be a trusted human being, correct?
Yeah, but you still, I feel like, and so I'm going to use a hip-hop lyric, like Common said, if I don't like it, I don't like it. Don't mean I'm hating. I don't like that shit.
Right.
And that don't mean I want to, like, somebody said it, like, I got in a fight with this gay dude, and they said, man, you beating up gay people. Like, no, I beat that specific gay nigga up.
That dude right there.
It was that gay nigga. It was that fruity roll up right there. It wasn't every gay dude. And they have a tendency to make us have a blanket, like, you hate all fags. No, do your thing. If you want to take dick to the eye, that's on you. But the bottom line is, I don't know why I said dick to the eye, but you know what the fuck I meant.
It's fun when it's with a girl.
Well, yeah, with a girl, but with guys, not so much. But what I'm saying is like, yo, you can't blanket statement us. They try to do that with black folks a lot of times. They blanket statement us. It's just, yo, I understand that a lot of women like bisexual men and all that shit. I just ain't fit. Fuck all that.
Does Common come across as a homosexual man?
He got like this swag though. I don't see that name.
Common is common.
What does that mean?
I've had conversations with him.
He fits this generation now. His clothes went from being baggy to tight. His speech is now something that white folks are okay with. That should let you know, they got you. You're softer. He's not a revolutionary anymore. He's not.
Before he was.
He was. He's not. He's no longer hip hop entirely anymore. Now he may be some rap. And then he tosses some lyrics together to, be like, I still got some lyrics. But no, brother, you don't stand for the revolution. Not having deals with Microsoft and all these damn movies with all these
I think he's a man
like
who lives in turmoil.
Absolutely.
Because he doesn't want to be that.
He does not.
But
he doesn't.
He's not able to fight it off.
No.
And fighting it off takes courage.
Chuck D is still Chuck D.
Yeah.
Chuck D, I've kicked it. I'm telling you, that nigga is the same dude I knew for like 29 years and ain't changed a bit. And I've seen him sit, it's wild, in front of, Dick Gregory was the same way, sit in front of white folks and go, first off, devil. And like, that was the first part of the conversation. Like, first off, watch your tone, devil. He would check people and other people like, oh my God.
Paul Mooney would too, but he fucked boys.
But everybody knew Paul Mooney.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you can tell.
Some of them got the courage to run up on them white folks and say all kind of shit. But when it's over, where them niggas at?
I'm Paul Mooney. I'm Paul Mooney, and nothing with a little bit. Right. Paul Mooney, I like booty too.
I want a boy.
See, what blows my mind is how people, specifically in the gay community, it's very hard for someone like us, an actual man, to trust your word and trust that what you are saying is true when you are living a lie. You're literally living a lie.
Say more about living a lie. What do you mean?
You operate out of the mentality of a woman when you are a man. So you're not what you are parading yourself to be, and you want other people to accept you for something that is not real. So,
if you a fuck a boy, you would take a child joy.
Damn.
I'm just you can trust certain people, whether they're homosexual or not, to a degree with certain topics. Sure. But overall, I can't necessarily trust you because your very mental framework is built upon a fallacy, a farrago, a fable, something fake. I can't trust you.
But that goes back to Dave Chappelle's special when he did the Chinamen.
Exactly.
I feel Chinese inside. How do we prove? How do we? And here's the thing. I'm not trying to create a litmus test, but I'm saying, but how?
Simple. That is where we say be real. You just have to be real. Be who you are. As a matter of fact, I can respect a gay male who was honest to the fact that, listen, I'm a gay male and this is what I appreciate doing. Okay, thank you for living your truth, at least. But when you say, well, this is just how I was born, okay, see, now, hold on. Or no, this is how you should accept it. Okay, and see, you're veering off here. If you say that that's what you want to do, thank you for your honesty. I can respect that. But when you try to push it, now I'm saying, listen, don't push your level of insanity on nobody. You live it how you want, but don't push it on nobody.
I identify as a fag whistleblower. What? That's what I identify.
But the problem, I'm like from the initial question that Zoe said, women are accepting this. That's the problem I have. It's like if you a real stand-up woman and a nigga told you, hey man, by the way, I used to fuck Charles. As soon as you say that, she should say, listen, this shit ain't gonna work out. Yeah, exactly. This ain't gonna work out. All right.
So you know what?
So let me
that's
ask
all.
Reason for that.
But
That's a stand-up.
I think it's hard for us to like Bobby. You having a hard time grasping this because none of us have
you shouldn't have to grasp it. That's
bottom.
the point.
But we don't have bottom bitch. We don't have bottom bitch mentality, right? So like, if you're in the situation like we said before, where you just need this money or this power or something, and the man no longer matters, then you're going to accept all of that.
Well,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
what I'm
You're going to
saying.
take all of that in.
Shit has changed so drastically now, right?
Drastic.
That we understand in the courting of women,
Right.
she gonna ask where you work, what school you went to,
What you do.
what you do,
Yeah.
Any children?
what kind of debt, children.
Yeah,
whoop,
these
whap.
basics.
You gonna get interviewed, right? But now the flip side is when we interview her, let me see your baby picture so I can confirm that you're in fact a woman. Or now what number date? Is it the third date that we ask, have you ever been with a bisexual man? These are real questions. And if you have, that's a legitimate question.
Respectful question.
If you asking FICA score information, I need to know
Some Dyco scored.
some DICO scoring information. Corey, get in there.
Bobby, I know that you are a solid man. Yeah, that don't even have to be questioned. But would you compromise your principles if for $1 million?
Oh, shit.
$1 million.
We go.
I know you ain't
Here
finna
we
fuck.
go.
I know you ain't finna fuck no nigga for no $1 million. I wouldn't even disrespect you like that. But would you let Childish Gambino give you a foot rub for $1 million? Just a foot rub.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna quit messing with this thing because he busted that one up.
I got it.
All right. To be honest, and I have really sit here throughout this whole show, tried to figure out those kind of my responses to that type of scenario, and having been in some situations in the last few years where I was tested financially, being broke at the Ten Commandments, and being around people who had the ability to put me in that $1 million situation. And I ain't just speaking off the top of my head or
Real
trying
shit.
to fit into the conversation. And I've had to think about that throughout this whole show. I've been around people who had that kind of power.
Right.
And it was obvious to me and them that they like me.
What you talking about, me?
Men.
And
I knew it. And I had to tell this one brother in particular, I said, man, I sure hope we can do this deal, man. And he kept looking at me like, you know what it's going to take to do the deal. We didn't even have to have that conversation.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Fuck that.
Wow.
Hold on. You
Nah,
telling
if I
me
won't do that,
some man
Corey-
said to you, you know what it's going to take to do the deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they be
well,
saying.
you a strong brother because
I
that's
had no
direct coming at me.
But
And
that's
that make
aggression.
me that don't make me act crazy because I'm not stupid, but it do make me raise
That's high
up
alert.
and let him understand.
It just ain't gonna
Homie,
happen, man.
don't play with me
don't
like
even
that.
say that.
I
Don't
don't-
even
I
go
don't
there.
That
away
make
from
me
money.
raise up.
No,
Yeah.
let me see. I used to be in
I
the
don't
modeling
walk away
industry,
from
right?
money, man.
I used to model for a minute. Manager, I didn't know this. Manager was gay, didn't know it. Cameramen were gay, didn't know it. And I'm talking about they put on a good front, bro. I mean, they was like, tough brother, how you doing, my brother? You good? Yeah, all right. I mean, they was like, like you call them Decepticons.
Right.
That's what you call them.
No.
It was real adaptive.
Like Jay-Z.
But it wasn't until I think my third month.
Don't act gay.
This is what Corey.
Yeah.
Damn. It blew my mind at their adaptability and the deceit, hence the level of not being able to trust the person's word. Because if you can't be honest, you need to let me know what you about right now. Because if I'm going down, if I can't trust you, if we somewhere, I don't know, doing business over here, and then all of a sudden you flip out and we go into a room and then something happens. See, I'm a Muslim, man, and I told this brother this. I said, listen, you can live how you want to live. Once he told me he was gay, after they tried to call me and said, we're going to do this shoot at this house over in Beverly Hills, etc. We're going to spend a night there. You know, and they started, he was talking kind of sweet now. He had a list. Yeah, I was like, he didn't used to talk like that. I'm listening to his voice. I'm like, yeah, I said, I just asked myself, are you gay? I just asked him. He said, well, yeah, I mean, I thought you knew, blah, blah. And, you know, so you will still spend the night. I said, no, okay, hold on. You know what? I'm not going to be able to do this. They tried to approach me physically at one of the shoots. Impress me. This is why I mentioned the gay mob. Once they tried to press me, I said, I've been diplomatic with you about this, but I said, if you press me again, I will kill you. I told him straight to his face. I said, I will kill you if you physically try to aggress upon me. I said, it has nothing to do with me, not feeling like a man. No, it's you a man. And you trying to physically come and mess with a man. Hold on, brother. I'm not with that. And I've already told you, that's not what I'm about. You live your life, I live mine. But the moment they tried to push it like bullying them,
Now remember this.
Take your word.
Now remember this. Whatever makes it to the American media is paid for by major corporations.
Precisely.
And there's a fucking agenda associated with it. Right? I always use domestic violence as an example of this. Right? There's a campaign on YouTube called Violence is Violence. They showed a little experiment.
I think I saw that.
Right? Where the man is in the park screaming and yelling on this woman, and the whole park is alerted. Right? And there's people getting ready to jump on this man because they think he's really about to do something to this lady. They come back a few days later, and it's her turn to jump on him, and everybody in the park laughing. So there's a stigma in place. What do I mean by this now? These people pay for a certain perspective to take precedence in your minds.
Absolutely.
Number one, masculinity is toxic, especially black masculinity. But they're not paying for the perspective that says a lot. Some banal. Research says some banal, but a lot of homosexual men fetishize heterosexual men.
Yes. Correct.
That don't have a commercial.
Correct.
Then the other part of it is this. There are a lot of trannies who ain't made the transition that also approach heterosexual men.
Right.
Now, I'm just saying, if you take what RZA just said, you approaching me, you being fucking aggressive.
After I've
warned you. Do it again. Snap, crackle, pop on that ass. You understand?
We in these streets.
Simple as that.
Now, imagine, because technology, boy, if a motherfucker come back from an Achilles injury in this bitch, technology is such that women or, I don't know, people who are transitioning from one gender to the other is getting so refined that you can't tell.
Decepticons.
Now, when you get to the point where, because now you're starting to ask the question of disclosure. When do you disclose? Because if you get to the point where I discover that Ruth Ann used to be Roscoe,
You have to kill it.
What am I?
You have to kill it.
That happened to me in front of the improv. I didn't know this dude was. I thought this dude was a girl, and I said something slick to it because I was trying to figure it out. And then everybody was like, "Oh, Corey, that's a motherfucking dude." I was like, "Okay, now I know for sure."
Yeah,
then I started addressing him as dude, and he said I'm disrespecting him.
Learn your pronouns.
And I was like,
yeah.
So what am I supposed to call you, a girl?
Right.
Homie, you ain't dealing with that kind of motherfucker. I'll stop talking to you.
Right.
I'll never call you a girl.
Simple as that.
You a dude. And now that I know you a dude, we have to be very careful how we talk to each other. I can kick it with you. I can do everything. But now that it's established you're a man, there's a danger line.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to draw it because I think you know it. You know what I'm
Mark
saying?
of demarcation.
But let's make sure you understand. Men can't flirt with motherfuckers who gonna stand on their shit. And as this world turns and they try to get to the point where men think they can aggressively come at other men, unfortunately, a lot of us might be locked up. A lot of us might be put in bad situations. But I promise you this, I'm going to make sure whoever that dude is, who that bold enough to come at me like that, understand it's consequences to fucking with that one. Because I know ain't no such thing as respect. It's only fear.
See, I feel very bad for the men in the future who marry a supposed woman who went through their full transition and don't know, and because he didn't tell him that he was a man. And,
I just can't have children.
Trying to figure out why they can't have children.
Yeah, you don't have a uterus.
That's a real.
Your pussy feel like baking soda, nigga.
This comes down to requirements. What do you require? If I was a single man now, I'm going to require a 4th grade picture of you before you had the time, money, inclination, or permission to cut your dick off. When you're in the 4th grade, you got homework and shit to do. You don't have the opportunity to cut your dick off. The problem is, which is where a lot of motherfuckers get in trouble, is they go after girls. They don't go after women. You don't look for stretch marks in grandkids because, you know, transsexuals don't get stretch marks. They don't get that.
What?
No, they go for the fucking primo shit. If I'm dating, I'm looking for stretch marks in grandkids. I need to know exactly who the fuck you were.
Yo, if you like straight up, if you're in like the trans community or you're in that part of your life, like I really feel like you do owe it to a person to tell it, because part of heterosexual is sexual, right? So to a heterosexual person, they're looking for certain kinds of organs and shit. You know what I mean? And if you didn't start with those, you're deceiving a person. You are fucking lying to that person. Give them a chance to fucking make, if they do want to be weird and make that decision, but don't be surprised when a nigga take a bat to your head.
Yeah, but Corey, I know that some gay dudes got hands. I get that. But if I say, look, I'm a vaginitarian, I always have been a vaginitarian. I've always liked the texture, taste, and aroma of the fleshy taco. Yeah. So if I tell you that and then you still keep stepping to me, now it's not even about gay or straight, it's about nigga. Now I gotta bust you up. Okay. And if you beat me because you's a dude too, but you gonna get you get the hands. That's it.
If your pussy was made in a lab, you in violation, nigga.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
But if you don't know that, you are misinformed and you are in a danger zone.
And you sneaky if you doing that.
You don't tell motherfuckers you got a
woman, if you're a man that get transitioned to a woman and you are being sneaky, I don't like sneaky men that ain't gay.
Listen, they need.
Let alone be. If you ain't gay, I don't like sneaky niggas. Period.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's just sneaky. And if you're sneaky, you're allowed to get stomped with sneakers.
We might.
That's,
there you go, dog.
That's where it is.
Bobby, you added another element that's gonna make me lose some sleep when you said.
Bobby's like
he's fretting over here. He's fretting.
I think I'm a little thrown off.
This is overwhelming because first you said there's the bisexual thing with permission, and then it's been discussed that there are people that are still playing it under the the radar.
Right. That's right.
And that makes it even more complex because if you don't know that to ask that question, have you ever had a relationship with it's not something I would just,
you don't think
before the
that
show, it wouldn't even come into conversation.
Right. It's like eating fish from the Pacific after Fukushima.
Right.
Wow.
That third eye, is that third eye supposed to be?
It's radiated now.
Hey, we need non-GMO stickers on some of these motherfuckers.
This fish need antibiotics.
No, but I think that what you said, that what happened with you, where there's a certain point where it's not that you're saying, I want to go kill faggots.
Oh, of course not.
It's like, yo, I done told you. Like, I done did that with relatives, where when I say, I done told you.
Right.
It don't matter. It's a certain line where it's like, ain't about sexuality. It's about, I done
respect.
Told you.
Like you said, respect.
You.
Yeah, man.
It's not my preference.
Right.
Same thing with a woman. If she tells you, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just
Leave
me
her alone.
Same thing with her. So I can't tell you to leave me alone. So I am not able. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Brother Rizza, you finally have said something that I mildly disagree with.
Okay, gotcha.
The concept of preference. Okay, when you order a pizza, you prefer mushrooms over pepperoni. That's a preference. When it comes to sex, I don't prefer women over men. It's not a preference, motherfucker. My proclivity is women, not my preference. I don't prefer
nature is
them.
different. No, that's nature. No, and that's 100% agree with you on that. When I said preference,
so you're saying homosexuality is not natural,
right?
100%.
I need you to go there.
It is not even close to natural. And this is, matter of fact, just to add on to that, my brother Chris threw me the lob, or he went ahead of me when I was thinking of this. Because this is where it's going now. Now it's not just sneaky. Now I'm going to go so far into this area of me being a man, of wanting to be a woman, that I'm going to fight like hell to become almost like a woman with these damn transplants that these trannies are now getting. The uteruses that are being taken from the hysterectomies from actual women are now being given to trans, meaning men who want to have a uterus.
Whoa, what?
This is where this is going.
Now, I'm feeling like you. No, I didn't know that. I thought they were made
of. Bobby, I know it's hard.
Are you saying?
You're dealing with scientists of evil.
We got certified.
Everybody can't talk at the same
Yes,
time.
it's drywall pussies. Go ahead, RZA.
You're dealing with scientists of evil in a very major way. Absolutely. So when we say it's not natural, I cannot procreate with you. It is just very plain and simple. I don't know where the argument is. Then some of them try to go into, well, it is, it is possible, or they did it here, they did it then. No. Do it today. 2 men have a child, and let's see what happens. Just naturally, you go ahead. Let's see how it happens. Okay, good. No, okay, then that's exactly why I don't want to be a part of it. It's just that simple. Right. There is nothing else. It is an illogical, insatiable problem that is going on, and it was being pushed by this system. Again, the overall agenda is depopulation. That's why they're trying to find every way to destroy the nature between man and woman and man.
This is crazy.
Even though bitches.
Get on
that
the
look
mic,
now he got me with that one. Now, Bobby, I'm in the same lane as you. Like,
even though if women fuck with women, I am guilty of cheering this behavior on because I don't I need to do right and talk them out of what they're willing to do for this couple of dollars I'm asking them for. But women on women is actually a good time out for me to recoup and try to build up round 2. Yeah. And I pray to God I get better at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions on VOR-RADIO on Dash Radio. VOR is the new channel. Zoe Williams presents Voice of Reason Radio. We in here turned up today. This is a crazy topic, but it's something we really got to deal with.
It is needed.
And we already know that everybody's going to look at this conversation as toxic masculinity.
You're a bunch of homophobes. That's what you are.
Can I just go ahead and just destroy that really quick?
Yeah.
The term toxic masculinity was created by 2 Caucasian men. One of them is homosexual. That is, I believe, William Strauss is one of them. And they both came up with this term to push this thing of their pedophilia and their homosexuality, which came from them in Greco-Roman culture. White men came up with the term toxic masculinity. White men. Again, if you are following or perpetuating this damn term, you are still perpetuating and pushing white supremacy, and you are still telling us to bow down to the white man. Toxic masculinity has nothing to do with nature, and it didn't come from no black woman nor black man.
Hey, so RZA and Zoe, y'all are the ones who might know the answer to this. I don't even know the answer to this. It's just this is what I have come to figure out as I've gotten older. Toxic masculinity, all them words, that shit fly past me because I feel like some people should not be allowed to speak.
Correct.
Amongst the real G's.
Correct.
I don't know what that's called.
You haven't earned
you and Zoe might know a term for it, but when motherfuckers like Buster niggas be talking, that shit all fly over my head.
White words are not respected in black ciphers.
Go.
You do not bring your culture like they did in Wakanda when the white dude tried to talk. They was barking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Right. What made you think you earned the right to say anything over here? We need to stop adopting their culture, their ways of thinking, their terms, their religion, all of that. Their definitions, everything. The term for adopting someone else's mentality.
Shut up, colonizer.
For them not. What the fuck are you talking over here for?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
we just haven't had the courage to tell them.
Inappropriate. You're never supposed to shut the fuck up. One, a big rule is you never argue with subordinates. And
That's right.
When your mentality is subordinate to mine, I really don't give a fuck about what it is you're talking about. I can hear sound, but it's not really making a dent. Now, with regard to, I don't subscribe to the concept of toxic masculinity.
Not at all.
But I will say this: my masculinity is toxic. It's toxic to bullshit.
That's right.
It's toxic to the concept that you are going to tell me that your Anglo-Saxon bullshit fits me as a suit. That's your suit.
That's right.
It's toxic to all news anchors on CNN.
There you have it. There you go.
No, but you know what's interesting that Geoff just talked about? We kind of covered this on the So What show Monday.
You shut your mouth.
So most of the food here in America lacks nutrition.
That's right. That's right.
So does most of the words and thoughts here in America.
Lacking substance. Go ahead.
Again, most religiously diverse country in the world, yet the most religiously illiterate country in the world. Most people don't know their books. They don't know their beliefs. They're just blind followers, right? Then you throw in the cell phone layer. The smartphone is smarter than the person who bought it.
Come on.
The content is dumbed down. So at the end of the day, all you can do is conform to simplicity.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
This is what's happening now.
Yes.
And I look stupid not following it.
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
I remember back in the day, standing out was some fly shit.
Yes. Being your own man.
Being different
Yes.
was some fly shit. Hip hop was like that.
Yes.
Back in the day, when
You
hip hop
peep-
first started,
right.
nigga, you better not sound like nobody else. You're a biter.
Correct.
Get your repetitive whack ass out of it. Everybody was carving out a niche. Now everybody's trying to fit.
Yeah,
Fuck
but-
that niche shit.
But to get ahead, though, there was like you said, hip hop. There was a rapper, Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, yes,
and he got a
absolutely.
song called "Dumb Down."
Yes.
where he felt like in order to get my record label to put me out, I got to put down a dumbed down record for the niggas out there to listen to. So when I do a political record or a point of view record, they'll sell it. They'll sell it. But I got to do the dumbed down shit. Everybody feels like you got to do that sometimes to even navigate through this fucking society.
This is correct.
And black people do it a lot of times just to get through the fucking day.
Yes.
And because
yes.
I know there's times where I've said, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you because I know I'm smarter than you. But guess what? I'm just going to let you just talk and keep it moving. Because if not, violence will happen.
I was in an Uber. The driver was Nigerian.
What do you want, light skin?
And the driver, we was talking about the Bible,
Right.
and we was talking about the church and how the church had to change.
Good conversation.
And
Good conversation.
ultimately, I was like, well, do you believe that the Bible is the word of God, the infallible word of God? Now, certain Christians don't believe it's infallible.
Infallible. Good job. That's the word.
So it's like,
Without
without
flaw.
fail.
Without
Without
flaw.
fail. Without flaw.
Without a spot or
Perfect.
wrinkle.
I thought that was a bleeding keloid.
Infallible. Okay.
What the hell?
So I asked him, do you believe that? And he was like, yes. I said, well, if you believe that, then you got to believe Leviticus
Right.
and what it says about the homosexual.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He was like, but what are we supposed to do? The things have changed. He was like, it's changing. We just can't speak about it.
I change not.
DC.
I change not.
So a lot of people are pressured
Yes.
Right.
in this society to accept. Acceptance doesn't come through pressure except internally.
Correct. It's submission.
We're getting
within self.
external pressure
Yes.
to accept something that supposedly happens internally. First off, I don't have your experience. So how can I accept it?
Exactly.
I don't know what it means to be what you claim you are. So how can I well, under duress, motherfucker.
Right. Right.
Do you see the poison in that process?
Yes. And you cannot say anything against it. You cannot deny it. You just lie down and take it. Hence Dave Chappelle with his new special Sticks and Stones. He said it. He said the hardest people to talk to to perform in front of, to do anything with are you. He said the damn audience, he said you are the toughest people to ever talk that I've ever spoken to in my entire effing life. Why? Because you literally go with whatever this system tells you to do. And if any one of us steps out and says anything against it, then we are a devil, we're a demon, we are a hater, etc. I am not ever going to agree with anything that comes from the system of white supremacy. You want me to accept a behavior that was pushed on my people. They raped my ancestors physically, and now you want me to accept it willingly. I am not going to be okay with that.
Well, before it was a crime. Mm-hmm. Now it's becoming
a fad, a trend.
A trending.
Even more.
Trending.
Yes.
Even a privilege.
lifestyle?
Yes. A privilege even, yes.
Because in America, you got rights and privileges.
Exactly.
So now it's becoming a privilege.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting into the legal system,
It's insanity.
I have the right to be this way. What is the other letter they adding to LBGT?
P.
What is P?
P. Here's something everybody wants to look at. This is why when I said, and I know, Bobby, it's hard. See, pedophiles are now trying to use the same argument that the LGBTQ are trying to use. Love is love. This is the argument. Love is love. So pedophiles are saying, well, just listen, I love this child. I have a love for them that's deeper than what you can see. This is just genuine love that I have between this little boy, even though I'm 55, 65
I don't want no grown dick.
Right? And this is real. So they are now petitioning and calling themselves minorities. This is where
Wait
this is
a minute.
going.
All right, so
But see, this shows the irresponsibility of Malik Yoba.
right.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
If you come out and say that,
Come
you
on, brother.
open the doors for other
everybody.
angles.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything.
Corey.
Yoba, from what I know of him, is the ultimate predator because he's very kind and everything when you meet him.
So
but
everything
when he
he
get
gets.
confident and calm around you, is what's up with that dick though.
See?
What?
Making
Yeah,
evil,
whatever.
making
I'm
evil
saying.
fair seeming.
Right.
Making it
acting
welcome.
like I'm a nice guy, relax,
Right.
it's
Wow.
me.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I want to fuck this nigga.
And that's
Everybody needs to understand, man. Everybody needs to understand. Everybody is not on the same level.
No.
They don't teach this. They make you think we as the people. No, fuck that. It's some motherfuckers out here who are not intelligent enough to even understand nothing that's being said here. All they hear is the harsh words.
correct.
Right.
This is true.
I heard homophobe. I heard faggot.
I'm gonna say this
and
straight
an
up
hour
and
and a
down.
half I
Right?
heard
I'm gonna say
faggot.
this straight up and down. And I usually don't talk like this. I'm an intelligent brother who likes to understand opinions. If you are out here advocating for sexual relationships with children,
Where, brother?
I believe you should be killed.
Now.
Like I'm straight up and down. I straight up and down believe that. Like I have empathy
Now.
for a lot of motherfuckers on this planet. But if you are a predator of children, you should be killed.
Absolutely.
Fuck
But
counsel.
But listen to this.
What's the age?
Now
At minimum,
they're trying to
castrated.
use the principles of democracy and freedom to cover all types of motherfuckers, all types of mental
can't
illness.
apply. It can't apply.
So you see now,
No,
when the
I agree
United
with you
States
there.
government allows over 100,000 minor marriages to take place. Currently,
Minors, yeah.
Go into
America
this.
has over 100,000 minors that were married to grown men, younger than 16, younger than 15, younger than 14, etc. They even allowed children to come from foreign countries as brides from foreign countries.
Similac ceremonies.
This is real. So when you're dealing with a country that is
Infamil.
built upon degeneracy and disgusting behavior, then you being a decent individual goes against the very nature of that system. So you become the enemy because this system is disgusting. You're trying to be decent.
You the one who doesn't make sense all of a
We
sudden.
don't make any sense. We're crazy.
But all the Negro male offenders will go to jail and be stripped of their riches, while the white offenders, Harvey Weinstein's, get off.
Exactly.
All priests.
All priests. Go,
Come on.
Corey. I mean, Geoff.
The weakness of the black man, those of us who have killed one another, those of us who have left our families.
Go ahead.
That kills us from the outside in. The weakness of the black woman, you look just like your fucking daddy. You can't come see him unless you got some money. Your daddy is coming, but I didn't really tell these kids. I didn't tell him you could come get him. I told y'all he was coming. He don't know nothing about it. Those women and these women who are allowing bisexual men to lay with them are eating us from the inside out.
Venus Williams ain't won since she married that white boy.
Serena?
Oh,
Serena, yeah, Serena.
Serena ain't won
They would be
since she
called-
allowed the inferior blood to flow within.
They would be called bed wenches back in those days.
Right.
The black women who willingly laid with white men and who wanted to fight to protect the slave master. See, this is
Right.
when you're dealing with this, again, this system specifically, that's why we are looked at as we're a problem, because we will not bow down. It's not going to happen. You're not going to break me. Either you are going to lock me up, which more than likely you're going to do, or you're going to try to kill me. And okay, that's fine, but you're going to have a war on your hands, because now the whole world is waking up to this.
Right.
Again, this gay mafia type of mentality. If I don't accept it, my career's over. You're going to destroy my influence. Everything's going to be taken from me. That there's something wrong here, and it also lets you know who exactly it is that is in control of everything.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Mansions on Voice of Reason Radio, VOR-RADIO, on Dash Radio. Listen, right now, we broadcasting live to my YouTube channel. We are currently at 3,000 subscribers watching us live.
Yeah.
I need everybody in the chat room to hit the like button. The super chat button is important. Everybody should support this channel and this content. Again, September 30th, we up out of here for 4 to 6 weeks because of the move. Y'all ain't gonna have no shows, so you better support now. Hey, Power in One Clothing is in the building, PIOclothing.com. We've just launched the Mansions apparel. Everybody in this chat room should go get a t-shirt, a hoodie, or something from PIOclothing.com. The Mansions apparel has arrived. Everybody in here got hoodies and t-shirts.
Got some fly ass shit.
They can't hear you, Jeff. They can't hear you, Jeff.
Jeff is just.
That was great, but they can't hear you.
that
He
was
is a
good.
writer.
That was nice.
That was fly, but they couldn't hear
Yeah.
you. Hit the super chat. Hit it right now. Everybody hit the like button. Hey, really quickly, guys, let's open up the phone lines, man, and get some opinions from people who've been listening to the show. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Do you want to speak to RizzaIslam, OG Bobby, legendary comedian Shang, OG legend in the game right now, the king of comedy, in my opinion? Dave Chappelle got his whole new shit to me, crossing the line, stepping over the line, making motherfuckers uncomfortable, but you gotta laugh because it's funny. That's some Corey Holcomb shit right there. I seen it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I dig? We got the people in the building. Jeff Brown, writer, comic, extraordinaire, actor. Get in here, Jeff. I know you got something to say.
Well, I was just going to co-sign about what you said. Right now, Dave Chappelle may be the mayor of comedy. But this motherfucker here, have you ever seen The Warriors? Can you dig it?
That's the one.
That's who that nigga is.
That's the
right
one.
there.
That motherfucker, hey, we done seen it. We know what it is. The streets know what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody know what it is.
Corey been doing that shit.
I do.
I know, like, I've been always fighting the power, but Corey been saying shit. Even I say some evil shit. Corey be saying shit. I would go, God damn, man. I don't know if I can say that.
Let me get these quick callers in before we wrap up the show. If you guys want to talk to any of my guests, now's your time. 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller, maybe you're not on the air. Let's do it again. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Dana. I'm calling from Pasadena.
Dana from Pasadena. What's the deal?
Man. Make sure you guys call in.
What happened to Dana?
323 was
We
the
lost you, Dana.
Dana's gone.
Let me get it again.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, man? This is Thoughts. I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
From Phoenix, Arizona. Speak on it, pimp.
Hey, man, I just want to tell my fellow brothers that standing on what they got, what they believe in, they ain't afraid to speak out, to keep on pushing, man. We need more men like that. And I know it's a lot of men, like, just on my Facebook alone, and I do a little bit of radio, too, and they want me to watch what I say. They want me to kind of hold back. But
Right.
I got to speak my mind, man, and people don't always accept it right away, but I can't even count how many times I got messages, emails like, hey, brother, I'm glad you said something about it. At least somebody's saying something about it. But like, nigga, you need to say something too. We need to keep this pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more men that we see out here standing on something, it's going to be a better example for these little kids. Until then, all they're going to see as far as they idols is, you know, switch hitters, niggas like Malik Yoba, wondering if they like booty or bussy or whatever they like.
Yeah.
I want to encourage the men that are like me, where you 20 up, 30 and up, to keep standing on what you believe in. Get intelligent about it, though, so that way you have actually something to say that means something that's fixed. But keep on pushing, man. Don't let nobody take that shit away from you, man.
Respect,
we gotta do
brother.
that.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate the call. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. What's the deal?
I want to know if any other comic but Dave Chappelle had to use the word faggot, would they be allowed to? Would they be celebrated as Dave Chappelle is being celebrated right now? That's it.
No.
Well, Dave Chappelle's not being celebrated, right? Well, he's being celebrated by fans, but the media and shit, they're trying to tear him down for all that.
Yeah, not only they tear him down, they're trying to take his special off Netflix. And so, I mean, any other comic, I've been doing this shit for a long time, Corey, but there's a lot of comics that have been doing this shit for a long time, and we've been saying what the fuck we want to say for a very, very long time.
That's right.
It's just that sometimes it's whoever comes through first that hits. They go, well, he's allowed to say it. But the one thing I got a problem with, they acting like he's doing something new that niggas ain't been doing jokes like that forever.
I tell you like that, everybody can't pull off what he pulled off, and I salute him for that.
No, he did
I'm
his thing.
glad he jumped it off. I hope it's something to jump off the rest of this shit, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that ain't being said that need to be said.
This is
that
true.
These networks and companies make sure you don't hear this point of view.
This is true.
Right.
This is true.
But no, Chappelle is getting heat. He's getting a lot of heat, and a lot of people are backlash, huge backlash. Yeah.
Jeff Brown.
There is a big race war brewing.
Yes, correct.
Has been for a good 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
There is now a gender war, and this war is not going to be fought on the soil of white people. This war is being fought on the soil of the black family.
Mm-hmm.
This war,
correct.
Because if win or lose, white folks gonna be white folks.
Come on, brother.
Okay,
come on.
This is back against the wall time,
right?
And I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm free in that no one motherfucker can break me financially, because I don't run my finances like that. I will say what the fuck I want to say from now until my ashes are in an urn. The concept that a man sleeps with another man is not some shit that I have to take on in order to respect you.
Correct.
Do you remember
Correct.
when you saw aunties, grandmothers, and mothers look at that badass little baby boy and go, damn, he mannish.
Yeah.
Man.
And they used to love him, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They used to love on the fact that he was ornery.
Right.
And you couldn't. You remember old sayings like, he all boy.
Because they know what
That's
dick
all.
feel like.
That's real.
Even grandma know.
Hell yeah, grandma.
But now, if you're too mannish, it's like, oh, we don't know if we can work with him. He's too mannish.
I don't know what you're gonna do with him.
What are you gonna do with him? He's actually like
Sensitivity
for some reason
training.
I know if for some reason I hate the fact that they try to say that masculinity is a bad thing. It's like fuck that. They should, if anything, we should prop up masculinity and try to hold on to it as tight as possible, because a lot of it's slipping away with these little soft booty niggas.
So look. We only got 2 minutes.
Okay.
What we need to do is leave masculinity as it is and infuse consciousness and spiritual awareness.
That's right. Yes.
Hey, there you go.
Now, when you start doing that and you start raising God-realized men.
That's right.
What the fuck does that mean? Corey said there's certain people that should not be fucking talking. Well, in Africa, we had the person that would talk.
Yes.
He was the shaman.
Yes.
We got to start raising male shamans again.
And the elders, and the elders too.
Sangomas and Sanusis. We need to start raising these type of men. That's the thing that makes masculinity toxic, is masculinity devoid of spirituality. Now, follow Western zodiac. The god of war is Mars.
Mars, correct.
Mars is wars with the M turned upside down. You see, W turned upside down is M, Mars, the god of war. Masculinity without a spiritual compass is war.
It's savagery.
It's savagery. It's barbarism.
Yes.
Now tell me, white supremacy dominated by white men is not the manifestation of Mars.
Come on.
Do you understand? That's toxic masculinity.
Yes.
When you can sell poison.
Come on.
When you can justify murder.
Come on.
When you can justify cultural robbery and lies. When you can justify all the bullshit in the world you perpetuate.
Yes.
And then criminalize the people who learned the evil from you.
Go ahead. Right there. We have become the
That's
white man.
Toxic masculinity.
Correct.
Now you start raising these little boys to understand, shit, I'm God.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right.
God is not outside of me? You mean to tell me there's no barrier where I end and God begins?
Yeah.
That's it. It's dangerous.
Now you get to fucking terraform the world intellectually.
That's right.
Psychologically.
That's right.
There's a whole fucking agenda to keep you subordinate under the definitions of white supremacy. All you got to do is keep striving to hit those benchmarks.
Right.
That's it.
And that's why the Honorable Mr. Farrakhan said when he was asked this question, how do you defeat the white man? He said, you hurl truth at his mind. Because this system was built upon his lies, his ways of thinking, his behavior, his folkways, mores, his way of operating. So if I continue to stand on my square 360 degrees of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, I'm going to destroy you because I am an awakened, risen black man or a little God. I'm not turning down for nothing. And you will never take me and put me in a subordinate, de-evolutionized or devolutionized condition ever again. This situation in this millennial generation will answer the prayers of all of our ancestors. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. And they will have a problem with us, which is why they're going to try to do all that they can, but they don't have enough bullets to stop all of us, not from here all the way to China, all the way throughout Africa.
Well, that's the end of mansions today. Hey,
and that's how that shit goes.
All you bitches who mad, put your eyelashes and hair on and go find something.
Hey, we don't have all the answers. We're flawed. We still working through our shit.
That's right.
But we got a chance to speak like men today without filter. And that's the purpose of Mansions. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason on VOR-RADIO. We'll be back Friday with another voice of reason. Thank you for tuning in. Zoe Williams, we out.
RizzaIslam.com.
Yeah.
Everybody go to my website right now. Order your book. These are the brothers.
That's how that shit goes. You see what the fuck happens when you get men in the room,
our brothers,
and they can speak.
Corey Holcomb.
They can speak on it and say it, and there's not that parameters or filters where you could just feel what you feel, say what you say. And there's a fear of that. There's a fear. You have no fear.
Who is they?
Make sure you listen to the show. It's Wednesdays and Fridays. Make sure you check out the show every time. And make sure you, Zoe Williams, make sure you support and go to the website. Go to Zoe's website. Build your website.
IamZoeWilliams.com.
Go to the website. You can purchase the shirts. You can purchase the shirts and the books. You can purchase the shirts and the books through the website.